Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the results from the last weekend. We have BCS Myanmar, BCS Manila, as well as the Kyushi Cup from Japan. So we're going to go through all the results, what topped, and so on and so forth. If you guys need any coaching, hit me up on Metafy. Bottom right hand corner is my link. I have a few slots left from now until Worlds, so feel free to book in a session and we'll get started. So BCS Myanmar had quite a diverse one. So 2 prison and then 1 of everything else. Bruce, PBO, Bavsagra, Tamayura, Tegria, and Overlord. So quite a diverse cut and no Gravidias, which is very interesting because I think a lot of the other regions definitely opted to bring Gravidia, and I think the conversion rate for Gravidia is actually quite high. So the top 4, so congratulations Alex on first place with Tamayura. I think this Tamayura list has actually come up quite often, especially for Myanmar anyways. So very, very cool to see consistent results. And then second place was LL with Bavsagra, third was HY with Overlord, and fourth was Chris with PBO. So congratulations to Alex and LL making it to Worlds, and it's just amazing to see all of these small communities building up, you know, very, very similar to Perth, building up our small communities so that we can have BCSs to, you know, push our players to go to Worlds. So very, very cool. And then now jumping to Myanmar V Premium. So this one is a shocker too. So 3 Genesis, 2 Narukami, 1 Royal Paladin, 1 Nobutama, and 1 Gold Paladin. So no Steam Maiden, no Astropods, and the 3 Genesis were 1 Regalia and 2 Fenrir. I think the only one that we can kind of see that is quite trendy is the Jewel Knights. But otherwise, everything else is quite, you know, different. Oh, sorry, it was 1 Fenrir, 1 Regalia, and 1 Himiko. But Himiko is actually a pretty good deck. And Gold Paladin not being Gurgit, and it's being Ezel Scissors, so that's very interesting. A very, how should I say, oddball type of top cut. And I think that's what you kind of got to see in like these smaller BCSs. So, you know, the likes of Rome, Perth, you know, all of these smaller ones. You have to expect, you know, these are local players kind of getting together for like a more glorified locals, but then obviously you got to take into account people flying in and stuff like that. So we will see a very obscure or very, how should I say, the results of this particular BCS is an outlier, but that's not to say that, you know, these results can be disregarded. So yeah, that's a very cool top 8 cut. And then looking at the top 4. So first was Kanyan with Vowing, so Vowing Saber. Second was Corona with Himiko. Third was Chris again with Fenrir. And then fourth was HY with Juna. So as you can see, multiple names that we would have seen in the previous infographic coming up, you know, 3rd and 4th again. Just shows, you know, obviously these are like smaller BCSs, more consolidated. So, you know, you see some of the names of like these players pop up again because of, you know, top 8 cut or top 4 cut, whatever the cut might be. Yeah, those guys are probably more or less the same players across the board. So jumping to Myanmar Premium. So this one is also, you know, very diverse. So we have Flagbird, it's Shieldfisher Colony, Aquaforce, which is Starvas, Spike Brothers being Rising, Murakuma is Shuriyuki, a Big Belly, a Battle Sister, a Lawkeeper, which is Kagero, and Cecilia Reverse being the last top 8 deck for Premium. So again, you know, these are very diverse top cuts, and that's to be expected from a smaller regional. And then the top 4, first was Lambro. So I think this player has actually, you know, done some damage. You know, he's that name has come up multiple times. So congratulations to the Tharvas player. Second was Fairy with Battle Sister. Third was Marco with Big Belly, and fourth was Jason with Rising Greedon. So congratulations to all the players there. Jumping to Manila. Now Manila is a special case. I was there at the event, and let me tell you, Manila is a great place to be. The food is amazing, such accommodating people, so thank you so much for everybody who greeted me in Manila. That was very, very cool. So Manila cut to top 16, which is quite interesting, very bizarre. I don't actually think we had a top 16. I think the last one was like BRO. So yeah, that really caught me off guard. So yeah, it's very, very cool to see, you know, a lot of players, you know, qualifying for these events and then, you know, hitting top 16. So top 16 standard, 4 Flagberg, 3 Gravidia, 2 Prison and Bastion, and then 1 of Asakura Yo with the Shaman King, 1 Overlord, 1 Bruce, Greedon, and the Clarissa. Now, funnily enough, the Clarissa apparently went 8-0 or 7-0, essentially undefeated in Swiss. That's what I've heard. And converting to top 8 as well, which is really interesting. 3 Flagbear, 1 Gravidia, 1 Prison, 1 Sakura Yo, 1 Bastion, and the, you know, undefeated Clarissa all the way to top 8, which is actually phenomenal. So congratulations to whoever that Clarissa player is. Much respect to you. You know, I think sometimes you just got to bring the deck that you love and you just play it and it just works, you know. And then looking at the top 4, so first place was actually the Bastion. Ray Andrian T. Perez with Bastion. Second was Neil Justin Villarreal with Gravidia. Third was John Leonardo M with Flagberg. And then fourth is Ken Matsuda, one of the Cebu people that I met when I went to Cebu back in 2019. So congratulations, my man. I think this guy has been to Worlds once or twice now, so I definitely remember that name very fondly. So very cool to see everyone here. Now, jumping to V Premium. So I was one of these people who are top 16 as well, and I was one of the 9 Gear Chronicle players. One of the degenerate players playing Steam Maiden, boohoo. But yeah, it was just an abundance of Steam Maiden throughout Swiss. It was disgusting. It was a bloodbath of Steam Maiden. So as you can see, 9 Steam Maiden made it, and then the next highest distributing deck is 2 with Great Nature, 1 Thalvas, 1 Astropod, 1 Gurgit, Jewel Knight, and a Malkuth Malak. Yeah, I don't know what to say other than Steam Maidens is broken. Probably should hit it before Worlds. But yeah, going into the top 8, I unfortunately flunked in top 16, played the Mirror, and I think it was Ryan, so Shiro's brother. He rolled first and absolutely destroyed me. So yeah, you know, he's one of the Steam Maidens here. So we played the Mirror. That was a really, really fun game, you know, quick and easy, get out, you know, eat my dinner, and yeah, call it a day, you know. So 6 Steam Maiden, 1 Great Nature, which is Leopold, and 1 Gurgit. So yeah, really nothing more to say there. If this is telling anything about V Premium is gonna be an absolutely disgusting meta if nothing is attended to with Steam Maiden come Worlds. So I would like to see something in place before Worlds, so that this is attended to. Otherwise it's just gonna be, you know, a bunch of Steam Maiden trying to kill each other, roll the dice, and yeah, it is just not fun. And then top 4, so first place is Anthony Sean Yu Chua. So Sean Chua, one of the guys that I met in Cebu 2019. So this guy is no joke. This guy is a world level player. He is amazing. And you know, coming first place in V Premium throughout the whole thing with Steam Maiden, you know, it tells you a lot about the player. So big shout out to you, Sean. You are an amazing player. Good job. Really, really proud of you coming first place. And then second was Joseph Lopez. This is no, you know, unfamiliar name. This guy has been to Worlds multiple times. I think he's a back-to-back champion now for Manila. So yeah, with Steam Maiden again. Third was Emmanuel. I think this is Emmanuel Suarez with Leopold. And then fourth was John Vincent Mahine with Gurgit. Yeah, I've got nothing to say. The top 2 are very well-known names for Worlds. So if you guys are going to Worlds and competing in this format, make sure you look out for those names. These guys are no joke. And then BCS Manila for Premium. So we also cut to top 16, and I was also part of this top 16. There were 5 Bermuda Triangles, a mix of Highlander and a Tiroi deck, and I think there was a Riviere deck, if I'm not mistaken. And then 4 Grand Blue, 3 Narukami, 2 Steam Maidens, 1 Dimension Police, and 1 Chaos. And then the decks that made it to top 8 were 3 Narukami. So one of them being Vowing, one of being just pure sweep with Dragonic Descendant, 1 Vanquisher, the 2 Beatrice, the 2 Bermuda Triangle, which one of them I think was Mark, so one of my WCC members. So he was playing Highlander, I think, and then the Tirol player played in top 8 as well, and then the one Chaos player coming into top 8. So congratulations to everybody there. And then, as you can see, this infographic is actually wrong. So first place was Joseph Lopez. Losif coming first place with Beatrice, and I was watching that game. Grand Blue played around Narukami like no tomorrow. Yeah, just amazing deck. And, you know, a lot of people kind of disregarded Beatrice as being, you know, a top contender. I think, you know, going into Worlds, Grand Blue is definitely a deck that people gotta look out for. So second place was Alfred Daniel Dendam with the Sweep Command. Third was Mark with Highlander. So congratulations, Mark. I think you're playing Weiss anyways, so yeah, whatever. And then fourth was the Tiro deck with Kyle, piloted by Kyle Spencer Go. So yeah, that was pretty much BCS Manila. It was a great experience. Definitely a place that I will go back. The community was very welcoming. All the judges from courtside were very cool too. Got to meet a few friends like Gabrielle. Met a new friend from Singapore named Shun. Loco Cat. Han Yong was there too. So yeah, just amazing to kind of meet people that I haven't met since 2019. So big shout out to you guys. It's just an amazing experience in Manila. And then jumping to the Kyushu Cup. So this one is in Japan, featuring the 7 meta as well as the new Monster Strike set. So 4 Youthberg, 3 Gravia, 3 Ebisu. Ebisu is like one of the top decks, or one of the best decks at the moment. And I think there's a, you know, a bit of a concerning factor that a lot of players are having in Japan. But yeah, just very cool to see a collab set. Also, you know, hanging around in like amongst the likes of Shaman King, you know, topping these events. So that's very cool. Eva, Lutetia having 2 decks apiece. Michu Onimaru, which is also another Monster Strike set. Jejuled Orphis, Prison, Bastion, Bruce, Overlord, Zorga, and Barra Magnus. So the Zorga is a blue Zorga. So very cool to see people adapting to, you know, different builds of these nations. And then looking at the top 4 teams. So the first team was the Overlord, Blue Zorga, and Barrow team. Very interesting team composition. Second was the Ebisu, Youthberg, and Gravidia. This is probably the most meta lineup you could ever bring. Especially in the JP meta at the moment. Ebisu is just a very strong deck. So yeah, pray Monster Strike comes to English. I just love the art. I really want to play Monster Strike. And then the third place team was Orphis Regis with Bastion and Grateful Bruce. And then the fourth team was Eva, Youthberg, and Lutetia. So I think recently we've seen a lot of Lutetia. So I think Lutetia, you know, coming from the next lyrical set is probably a deck that people should look out for and test as well, because it will be something that you'll have to play for Worlds. So very cool to see these results. So congratulations to everyone who topped over the weekend, who made it to Worlds. Just an amazing feeling, you know, coming back here in Perth and covering this. And then I've got another trip next week to Vietnam. So really keen to see everyone in Vietnam. So yeah, if you guys like this video, feel free to pop a like, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Comment down below what you guys think about everything that was covered this week, and I will see you guys in Vietnam. Oh, and I also do have a Manila vlog coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.